I am Muskan, aka Sidekid, and today I'll be talking about the guidelines to become a counseling psychologist by RCI. Yes, you heard it right. India is actually moving towards regulating the field of mental health more and giving us more professionals who are licensed and on whom we can trust actually. So let's start and understand what actually RCI has given us. So now, first let's understand who actually a counseling psychologist is. So they are basically the mental health professionals who help people with their mental health problems and their emotional well-being. So basically they are trained to help people with their emotional, personal and interpersonal issues. They basically work at hospitals, schools, private practices and community health centers. So basically they help us to understand the problems better through their therapeutic techniques. So now let's understand that what RCI has actually given us. So let's understand the RCI's guide. So I have my little diary in which I have written everything. You might see me in between reading these. So basically earlier RCI used to give guidelines only for the clinical psychologists, but now they have regulated the field of counseling psychologists as well. So basically RCI एक बॉडी है ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जो बेसिकली वर्क करती है फॉर द डिसेबिलिटी सेक्टर. सो apart from psychology, they offer programs for hearing and visual impairment, speech, etc., etc. So NEP 2020, which is National Education Policy 2020. So basically, it says that we will be focusing more on critical thinking, vocational skills, and professional courses rather than the rote memorization and learning. So, according to that, RCI has launched a program which is BSc Clinical Psychology, which will be equipping students more with the skills and knowledge and to basically ethically deliver mental health services. So counseling services वो दे सकते हैं to individuals and family with acute or chronic mental health issues. So once you complete this BSc clinical psychology by RCI, you will be called as a counseling psychologist mental health. So now let's understand what actually the program is and what is the eligibility. So first, class 12th with science or equivalent is actually eligible to get into this course. Now the admission process, it is going to be according to the university's guidelines and their norms. And now the mode of the program is going to be regular and face to face. So distance mode का इसमें कोई chance नहीं है. Second is the credits. So it is going to be a 4-year research degree course. So 200 credits का ये course रहेगा जिसमें 50 credits per year रहेंगे and 40% theory, 60% practical. So according to the program, the center or the institute, they need to include the community engagement and the courses need to be taught by associate clinical psychologists, mental health professionals basically, and the professionals who are actually practicing as a therapist along with non-clinical faculty members. So the commencement of the course is going to be for the academic year 2024 to 25. So this is the overview of the program, which is going to be offered by the RCI. But now the question is that we already have universities who are offering this BSc clinical psychologist. Then what is the difference? So the difference is that ये जो program है, the BSc clinical psychology is only going to be offered by RCI. Then only you will be recognized as a counseling psychologist in India. And the universities have to take the approval from the RCI to run this course in their university. Okay, so now, so far we have understood what actually RCI has given us in its notice, particularly for the licensing of counseling psychologists. But this notice or this guideline in itself possesses a lot of questions. It actually questions how the future of the professionals is going to be look like along with the field of mental health in India as well. So now let's break down its pros and cons. First pro is regulated field of mental health. It's a positive step that India is actually moving towards a more regulated field of mental health and we will be having more qualified professionals and along with that more of the unqualified professionals who used to provide certain therapies and courses will no longer be able to give certain therapies. So this is a positive step. So second pro is going to be the clinical placement. In the notice given by the RCI, it is mentioned in all of the 4 years there is going to be clinical placement along with some research, dissertation and internship which is going to be for the 3 to 6 months. believe that 3 to 6 months is an adequate time to actually understand and help the students to understand the field better and gain hands-on experience, as well as it will allow them actually to understand the field better, and accordingly they can choose what if they want to pursue further clinical psychology. Along with that, it possesses a main question, which is how much the organizations are going to basically charge for these 3 to 6 months internships. We have seen that organizations are literally charging 3,500 for 15 days, and for the 6 months, I am not even able to calculate. So the third pro is going to be the professional faculty methods. So as we know that at the graduate level, we already have very recognized PhD candidates. Then what is the difference? So basically, you must be thinking what Muskan is saying, professional faculty members तो होते हैं ना. But the point is that in this course basically we will be having associate clinical psychologists, therapists who are currently practicing along with non-clinical faculty members. And what does this actually mean? And how it is going to be advantage? So basically जब हमें कोई ऐसा इंसान पढ़ाएगा जो already field में practice कर रहा है, so we will be having more experience on actually how it's going to be a clinical psychologist. How does it feel like? How do you handle cases? So that is going to be the difference.
RCI has specifically mentioned that this basically the PSC clinical psychology will allow you to get into any master's course, the MA, or also in the PsyD clinical psychology. So you actually don't have to worry even if this degree is being implemented, you guys will anyways have the opportunity to further pursue your clinical psych career.
Now it's time to actually discuss the cons. So the first one, it is going to be limited to science students. As per RCI, the course eligibility is class 12 with science stream or equivalent. As far as I remember, psychology has always been a subject which is offered only to the humanities students. Back at my time in school in 2017, when we actually had to choose the stream, psychology was luckily the only subject which was offered to two humanities sections, while we had 4 to 6. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट भूल जाओ कि वो हमें साइंस या कॉमर्स स्ट्रीम में मिलता भी होगा उस टाइम पे. ठीक है. अब इसकी वजह से इट पोसेस अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फर्दर. पहला क्वेश्चन तो यही हो गया उनका क्या जिन्होंने 12th में ह्यूमैनिटीज में साइकोलॉजी ली है एंड दे हैव मेड देयर माइंड कि उन्हें आगे साइकोलॉजी परस्यू करनी है, तो वो तो कर ही नहीं सकते बिकॉज इफ दे रियली वांट टू बिकम अ काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट. सेकंड चीज ये कि उनका क्या जिन्होंने बैचलर और मास्टर्स इस साइकोलॉजी में कंप्लीट कर लिया है, एंड व्हाट अबाउट दोज हु आर एक्चुअली प्रैक्टिसिंग आउट देयर एज अ काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट, बिकॉज अर्लियर वी डिडंट हैव एनी रेगुलेशंस, बट एकदम से रेगुलेशंस आ गई हैं तो क्या होगा, वी डोंट नो. थर्ड इज गोइंग टू बी द लिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ सीट्स. अब भाई अगर आपने कोर्स लॉन्च कर दिया है, लाइसेंसिंग दे दी है, साइंस स्ट्रीम के लिए कर दिया है, तो कम से कम द लीस्ट यू कैन डू इज इंक्रीज द नंबर ऑफ सीट्स. एज वी ऑल नो दैट एमफिल में सिर्फ 2 3 10 5 इतनी ही सीट्स होती है, तो कम से कम ये 30 से सीट्स को बढ़ा तो सकते हैं ना. बिकॉज अगर सिर्फ मेंटल हेल्थ फील्ड को रेगुलेट नहीं करना ना, हमें मेंटल हेल्थ को अफोर्डेबल भी तो बनाना है ना. देयर आर थेरेपिस्ट हु आर चार्जिंग क्वाइट अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. अब अगर सीट्स ही लिमिटेड रहेंगी एंड देन वी विल बी हैविंग अ fewer number of psychologists, counseling psychologists basically, then the charges will be high. So affordable mental health भी तो हमें बनानी है ना, तो RCI needs to look into this as well. So the another concern in this particular RCI's guideline is going to be the implementation concern. The RCI claims to apply this from the academic year 2024 onwards. Then how the students are going to actually look for the universities offering the course, because how will universities so quickly get the approval from the RCI and get it implemented? Because apart from offering the subjects, they also need to have the proper infrastructure, as the RCI has mentioned in one of their guidelines that the Department of Psychology needs to have a little or have another small department under the Department of Psychology, the parent one, for the next 3 years. How it is going to be so implemented quickly in the universities, in the Indian universities, when we all know the administration and the management process. Now the second question is basically that students have already paid their fees and the CUT results are also out. Then will the students actually get a refund? Because the private universities, they charge a little amount if the students apply for the refund. Then and how it is so student oriented, I can't understand. While it's great that the field of counseling psychology is being regulated, however, the new regulations have more loopholes than the benefits for students and professionals. It is crucial for RCI to address these issues and make the regulation more student oriented to ensure smooth and effective implementation. That's all for today. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share it with your side friends. Share your questions and thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you. Take care and stay happy. Bye bye.